Kamusta mga kaibigan namin?
Come state, amici nostri? That's how you say how are you, friends, in both Filipino language, which is Tagalog, and in Italian language. Now, why are we greeting you in these two languages? That's because the Lord has called the De Leonardos a call to reaching Filipinos in Italy.
Now, why Filipinos in Italy, you ask? Well, there are two reasons. The first is through this beautiful passage that we find in Mark 5:19. Jesus said, "Go home to your own people and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you." Now, this passage was when Jesus delivered a man from demonic possession. And when the man wanted to follow him, Jesus said, "Go home to your own people." Now, the question is, who are our own people? Well, Allison is Filipina. She was born in the USA. She was raised in the Philippines and speaks fluent Tagalog. Myself, Alessandro, I am Italian and Filipino. I was born in the Philippines and raised in Italy, so I do speak fluent Italian and also learning Tagalog. So who are our people? Our people are the Italian Filipinos. The second reason is a statistical reason. You see, there's 170,000 registered Filipinos in Italy, most of them who are domestic workers. Out of the 170,000, 30% of them reside in Lazio, the region or state where we're going to be residing. And out of that, in the city that we're going to be staying, Cisterna de Latina, there are 800 registered Filipinos. Now, that number may not seem too big until you realize that Italy is one of the most spiritually dead countries in the world. And with that, there's a lack of Italian churches, let alone Filipino churches. Now, not only are there not enough Filipino churches, these Filipino churches that do exist are overseen by overworked pastors because they also have to keep full-time jobs in order to stay in Italy. And if a Filipino pastor does make it where they could both work full-time and pastor, they're often borrowed from church to church, sometimes from region state line to region state line. And so clearly a need for pastors is needed in Italy. Now, when we begin to have this vision, the Lord opened up a door for an opportunity to pastor a church in Cisterna de Latina. There is a group called Living Word that meets faithfully every Sunday. They've been praying for the past 3 years for a Filipino Italian pastor, and the Lord answered through the calling towards me and Allison, the De Leonardos. Now, what's our plan? Our plan is to move to Cisterna de Latina by this May of 2019. The goal is to pastor and disciple the current group, the Living Word, to raise up leaders within, then, of course, to reach the Filipinos in Cisterna de Latina, and then, of course, to begin to empower the church members to engage and participate in the fight against any social injustice that are taking place in Italy. We want to make sure that to be the beginning DNA of our church. And then last but not least, the most exciting part is that the Filipinos, which most are trilingual, Tagalog, English, and Italian, are able to reach both the Italians and the African refugees that also reside in Cisterna de Latina, truly making an international church. Now, this is what's going to cost us monthly to reside in Italy and do the work. It's $3,000, food and lodging, travel costs, ministry costs, and miscellaneous costs. Now, out of that 3,000, we're so blessed to, as of now, currently today, we have 70 pledged to supporting us, 70%, with 30% needed to reach 100% by the end of March. We also have a startup cost, which is a one-time cost expense to begin life in Italy. For you see, we are moving to Italy and starting afresh. For to ship our stuff to Italy is not cost efficient. So we're literally starting life all over in Italy and only bringing what we can through our flight. And so the total cost to starting life there is about $12,000, as you see, uh, as you see what we would need. Now, what are ways to partner with us? Well, of course, pray with us. Pray for our language acquisition as I learn Tagalog and Allison learns Italian, for right partners to come into the ministry, for daily encouragement, and of course to hear God's will in this. You could also schedule a meet with us to understand and know more about the vision, or become a monthly financial partner, and you could see in the screen how to go about that. Now, these are some of our partners that have blessed us by taking on the call to partner with us for the upcoming years. And last but not least, as we end the video, this is how you can contact us through our Instagram, through our email, and even through our Sending Church's website, praisechristianchurch.com/DeLeonardos. We look forward to hearing from you, and may the Lord bless you.